Next, we're going to take out the liver. Notice how big the liver is in the body cavity. The liver is one of the largest organs in the human body cavity also. Here is the liver. The job of the liver is to help clean the blood and to help regulate vitamins inside the blood. The liver has the same job in salmon and in people. Here is the heart. I'm going to take out the salmon's heart. If I put it like that, it looks like a pyramid or a nose. Salmon have a heart, and we humans have a heart, but our hearts are different. In a human heart, there are 4 chambers or sections, 4 rooms in the human heart. In the fish's heart, only 3. This thing right here, this is called the aorta, and this is where blood exits the heart when it gets pumped to the rest of the body. Next, we'll take out the spleen. Here is the spleen. When I take the organs out of the fish's body, they lay flat on my hand. Organs don't have any bones. It's our bones that give our body its shape and structure, so even our organs are flat. Here is the spleen. The job of the spleen is to help manufacture white blood cells and spread them throughout the body. White blood cells are important for fighting off germs and infections to keep the fish healthy. The spleen has the same job in a human body. The swim bladder is one of the few things that is found inside of the salmon, but not inside of people. Now, people, when we're going to go to the water, say go on a boat ride, to be safe, people put on a life jacket. A life jacket is really important to people because that helps you to float, even if you don't know how to swim or if you get tired from swimming and want to take a break, your life jacket keeps you floating. Salmon can't swim to Walmart and go buy a life jacket, so instead, for salmon, their life jacket, their flotation device, is built in on the inside. It's called the swim bladder. The swim bladder is a sac of air, and it is made of skin. It's clear, so you can see right through it. And the salmon have a swim bladder. A lot of fish have swim bladders, but not every single fish does. The swim bladder does the important job of helping the salmon to float. Here's the swim bladder. Inside the fish, it looks like a big clear balloon because we've reinflated it with air. Salmon have a swim bladder as soon as they hatch, but the swim bladder's not inflated until they swim up to the surface, get a gulp of air to inflate their swim bladder for the first time, then they swim back down into the water. The swim bladder is really important for helping the salmon to save energy. If you think about it, they live in water their whole life, so they have to swim all the time. If a salmon stopped swimming, it would sink except for the swim bladder. The salmon can adjust how much air is inside the swim bladder, and that can help it float in different parts of the water, different depths of the water. For you and I, when I say floating, we think of floating with our heads above water because we breathe air. For salmon, floating just means not sinking towards the bottom. So sometimes salmon wants to float up high in the water, close to the surface, or maybe sometimes salmon wants to swim and float down low near the bottom, or maybe they want to float in between. With a swim bladder, a salmon can be swimming and stop swimming, take a break, take a nap even, without sinking. Okay? Another thing that's really cool to think about with salmon naps, salmon do not have eyelids, so salmon sleep with their eyes open. Here are the kidneys. It's the dark band inside the body. You can see the kidneys now that we've taken the swim bladder out. Do you have kidneys in your human body? Yes, you do. How many do you have? Humans have 2 kidneys. How many kidneys did you see in the salmon? There are 2, but it looks like 1 because the 2 kidneys are side by side right next to each other. The kidneys do an important job of cleaning the blood and helping the body get rid of waste. The kidneys have that job in the human body and in the salmon's body.